How wonderful. Blood is getting all over everything. Oh, another foe fallen, is it?
Another corpse in the pile.
See there? That's a trap. It's a fight! How lovely! There you go! My word!
It's your time to die.
What a mess! And so I shall. Lovely. Of course.
You will be
because I fell down during the fight, didn't I? Are we in a hurry?
Careful. I don't think that's the last of them.
Need to slow down.
How am I gonna get all this blood out?
Ooh, I think a boulder dropped on me there.
Yes? Marvelous.
Speak then.
Come, let's have a move on. Of course. Well, all right.
You pulled us from a tight spot, friend. You have my gratitude. I am Lord Anwar Dace. So what's a human doing out here anyway? I don't understand. What could... These are the terms of a deal we made with Lord Harrimont, but... the charlatan. He's promised the exact same land to Helmy. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I owe you twice now. My life and my house's fortune. Ah yes, a favor for a favor. My family is very influential with some of the surface merchants. If you attend any of their stores, you'll find them quite obliging to any friend of the Daces. I must return now. My men need healing and I want to look into this. You wish to travel with us? Be careful then. There are more dangerous things than deep stalkers down here.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
They won't hear a thing.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
don't order me.
What now?
What a mess. Their pathetic little existences.
Lovely. Another corpse to the pile.
Well, all right. Oh, my!
My goodness, let's make this quick. How we get our hands? Oh, we have done well.
Path of destruction. Go!
Direct me.
We'll have it. Fishing time? Well,
What to do? And so I shall.
where next? Finally, we get to the good part.
Trying to be magical. What's this?
I am waiting.
Feeling the pain.
I'm wounded. I can't go on like this. It overcomes me. My word!
Giving up, you know. Of course.
What now?
Yes, my friend?
Shall we go?
Away with you! Try not to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing. Back! It's your time to die! Hopefully you've not quite as poorly as you smell.
Lovely.
We're still doomed.
Yes?
Yes?
Oh, you a funny one, you are! Alright, battle is there! Run while you can! Push them back! Another battle, I see.
No one proposed a solid rock yet.
Fear me! You forced our hand!
You hit us a lot.
That's the fun! Sometimes
This is our hellish destruction.
Of course. Darling.
What's this? Away with you! Here comes trouble! Let's make this quick!
Waste of time.
Watch out!
That could have gone so much better. Come, let's have a move on. And so I shall.
Lord Balin is a bad man. Yes, very bad.
Do you see how things lie, Warden? Lord Harrowmont cannot trust you unproven, but he welcomes a good faith gesture. Balin is hosting a proving tournament to honor his father's memory, but he somehow scared off most of Lord Harrowmont's fighters. If you can enter as Harrowmont's champion, you would prove your dedication well. Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Beisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Well, all right. Of course.
I understand the Swamp Witch is out to slay its own mother.
Entirely in self-defense.
So it claims. It could not have been its plan from the very beginning, then.
I knew nothing about my mother's intentions prior to finding the book. It was your notion I arranged that.
Unnecessary, considering it is the only one who can read the book. It could just as well be a journal or a book of recipes.
Would you like me to teach you how to read the book? Then you can see for yourself.
Now it is testing me.
Well, do you care enough to learn or no?
No, I do not care.
Then leave me be.
Lovely.
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me? Nor I you, but it's pretty obvious who you're working for. I am. So if you're not here to... How do you know who I am? Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other. She's married to a prominent Desher's heir. We should have stopped a long time ago, but I love her. Do you know what that's like? Now Balin found out, and I can't even help my cousin for fear he'll tell her husband. They have letters Love letters Revelka wrote me. If they were made public, she'd be disgraced. Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel. There's no way to guarantee that. I appreciate the thought, but they really have me over a shaft here. No. One of his fighters, a woman named Miaja, she's the one who threatened to expose me. You'd do that? I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. If you can make sure that evidence doesn't get out, I'd be happy to fight in the proving. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
Go away. I don't talk to admirers until after the fight.
This area is off limits. Combatants only. Is that an accusation? It's illegal to threaten proving fighters outside the ring.
Not helping them keep their dirty secrets, though. That's another story.
You haven't been here long. You'll learn soon enough. Nothing in Orzammar is private.
As long as someone can find out.
Come on, Luke John. We have a fight to prepare for.
The proving's almost starting. I should leave if you haven't found anything. You have them? If you can keep those letters from the public eye, I would gladly gift you with a finder's fee. Say, 10 sovereigns? I certainly can't argue with that logic. Here you are. Now pardon me, there's little time left to rejoin the proving. Thank you again, friend.
I may have a cause to apologize to the sister
Apologize? For what?
for suggesting that the sister was gullible for believing in things which were not real.
Oh, that! I'd already forgotten about that. Thank you for reminding me.
I suppose it would offer some comfort to believe that things occur according to some grand purpose. All those years I spent in Honleith, unable to move, it would be comforting to think there was some reason for it.
Do you know there wasn't? Perhaps the Maker did it to bring you here, to us. You once said that you had no purpose. Perhaps you are simply looking for it in the wrong place.
Perhaps. I shall think on this.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper. praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Why do the poor not rise up against their betters? This I never understood.
There's a rich one. We'll get plenty for their kid.
Make a preserver!
It's your time to die! Could someone please stop the bleeding?
You force our It's it is how lovely! I'm hurt. I need help.
Look, I was chipped in that fight.
And so I shall.
Whoever you're looking for, it's not me, I swear.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell. Well, our business is kind of covert, if you know what I mean. It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with my friends. For money. That's what I thought.
Well, all right.
Spare a coin?
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here. Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
It's so far away the way you go out. Truly, it is. Guardians! Has blood on me. That's one for me!
I'll just get out of your way.
You got a crust of bread to spare?
No one, don't look at me!
Spare a bit for the needy? Please. It's not for me, it's for my child.
If I were tall and beautiful like you, I could make all sorts of money.
Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I. A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no, I can't bear to even think of it. My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a minor, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him. I cannot abandon my baby. The Shapers teach that only children of true lineage exist, not those born casteless. But they never carried a child. He cries like any other infant, and smiles when he's warm and full. I can't kill him because of an accident of birth, an accident I forced on him! You would do that? But why? If you would do this for gain and not compassion, then there is no hope for my son. We have nothing to offer but gratitude. I thought about that. They say there's no caste up there, that humans don't care about lineage. I've never met a surfacer, though. I thought it might not be safe. I'm not afraid of hard work, only of being somewhere with no chance to do it. If it gives my son a chance to live, I will go. Thank you, stranger, for opening my eyes. Perhaps I'll see you next in the light of the sun.
Yes? Something you need? Vast holes carved from the stone of the mountain, lined with the chiseled marble figures of paragons, so fine as to mirror life itself. Soaring ceilings grand enough to make any man forget the sky and the sun, and to question the reason for their existence. I have heard of these things and more, but none prepared me for what I have seen here. It is marvelous.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside? My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky. Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh? Nugs? Yes. They don't got much meat on them, but down here you can't be picky. Better than nothing. What for? You going to cook them up yourself? Yeah, I can find a nug for you. Could even get one from outside the city. Those ones in the deeps don't eat as much garbage. I don't know what they eat, but they always seem healthier, you know? Shiny coats, bright eyes. How much you giving me? Don't know. Depends on how big a one I catch. Give me some time. I'll hunt him down for you.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform. Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground. No offense, but your kings have some laws that don't make sense in a practical kind of world. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of his stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee. More so for someone like you, I guess. Most dwarves born down here have a natural immunity. Other races, there are problems if they spend too long with the ore. The real issue is that lyrium's valuable. It's only found down here, and human mages can't work without it. Long as you keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
Welcome to what will soon be Orzammar's first chantry. The chant of light will reach all corners of the world. We will never forget who made this possible. I will, see what I can do.
Maker preserve you.
And so I shall.
Let me ask you this then, Morrigan. What if there really was a Maker?
Then I would wonder why he has abandoned his creation. It seems terribly irresponsible
What
of
does it
him.
want?
He left us because we were determined to make our own way, even if we hurt ourselves. And he could not bear to watch.
But how do you
let's have a
know?
move on.
You cannot ask him this. Perhaps he has gone to a new creation elsewhere and abandoned this as a dismal failure best forgotten.
I do not need to know, because I have faith. I believe in him and feel his hope and his love.
Faith. How quickly those who have no answers invoke that word.
How can someone who practices magic have so little capacity to believe in that which he cannot see?
Magic is real. I can touch it and command it, and I need no faith for it to fill me up inside. If you were looking for your higher power, there it is.
But only if you can control it. I do not envy the loneliness you must feel at times, Morrigan.
Leave me be. Loneliness would be preferred to this endless chatter.
It's your time to shine! Come on, please! Stop the bleeding! Big ball star! Another acolyte! I need to scare you! Here comes strong! Too easy! Now we can try to be merciful! Don't do it like this! Don't do it! Come on, please! Stop the bleeding!
This deal was all their making, Warden. Technically, I haven't done anything wrong. We have no business. Unless you want to make a few coins. Not that I'm suggesting anything, but you're holding the prize now. I have a collector in mind. Who actually sells the item doesn't matter. It's your call. As always, I let people make their own decisions. Sensible. I think you'll find that gold is a fine remedy for whatever outrage the Shaper might have imparted. Pleasure doing business with you.
You new in the fights? I don't remember seeing you before. It's a pleasure. Sorry it can't be longer. Name's Guidon, and I just tendered my resignation. Somehow I don't think the ancestors will favor me today. It's not so much what happened, as what's going to. I heard from a reliable source Lord Harriman's already given up the throne. Balin called this whole proving to let his lordship save face when he concedes. It lets Harriman save face by bowing to the ancestors' decision when he loses. But how do you think it looks for the men who support him? I'd back Harriman as he asked, but if he's giving up, I won't sacrifice my family so he can retire with dignity. Oh? And where did you hear this that's more reliable than a member of the Assembly? I suppose there's nothing his lordship would do without consulting Doolan. He's always been his top man. Maybe you're right. I'm just a warrior. I've always tried to stay out of these noble politics. If I find out this whole thing was some flunky of Balin's lying to me for his own gain, I'll... Maybe I will at that.
Let's go.
Yes?
What would you like?
Marvelous.
Fine to see you here, Warden. A number of people have told me they hope to see you in the provings. It's a rare opportunity to fight against someone so exotically trained. In fact, a few were hoping you'd take part in some informal action. Assembly restricted, not illegal. All that ritual lets nobles rationalize it's not a blood sport. They don't like commoners using the arena for petty squabbles. Some of us prefer an honest spectacle. And sometimes someone needs a good beating, and all that talking gets in the way. Say the word and I'll line up a team from one of the younger houses. They don't often get a chance to test themselves in the provings. They're a hungry bunch who employ unusual tactics. Understand that there's no concern for fairness here. Your battles will be hard won. We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
Go. You fought.
Have a smashing time.
You should run while you can. I never liked this part. Is that all you... It's so darling. I get it. Truly it is. Oh God! Would someone please stop the bleeding? Hey! Hold on! What to do? Oh my! It's a fight! How lovely! How delightful!
Good job,
I
Warden.
should be just
I've
fine.
earned a portion of the
I
receipt.
thank it for its help.
Let me know if you want to go again. I'll be here.
Get out of here!
You looking at something?
Ancestors watch over your path. Ancestors watch over your path.
Do not disturb me. I must meditate before my fight.
So, you decide to watch the fights then? They change from round to round. Sometimes it's bare hands, sometimes weapons, sometimes pairs or squads. It's announced when the fight begins. That's about all the warning anyone gets. Sure, like King Endrin was just a noble. Approving is a sacred art. Any dispute brought to the proving ground is settled by the ancestors' decision, and no one can protest it. Me? Are you out of your mind? I'm a miner, not a warrior. I'm telling you, Piotin will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
Well, all right.
Aha, you're back. Did you wish to fight in the proving today? Well, with politics what they are, many combatants are dedicating their fights to either Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, mostly Balin. It's a regular parade of past winners out there. Piotin Idukan always needs a battle unit. He's the prince's cousin. Miaja and Lukejan are twins from the warrior caste. They fight together, put on a good show. They'll all be in their chambers if you want to talk. Well, that's a surprise. Never thought the Grey Wardens would take an interest in our king. Let me just put you into the schedule here. Now, is there a particular name you wish listed? We'll just call you Grey Warden, seeing as those human names are a real burr to pronounce. We actually have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start? Fight start at the gong and go to first blood. No eye gouging, no groin pulls. The rules of each bout will be announced when it starts. You should be comfortable with normal weapons and lyrium enhanced weapons, in single combat, pairs, or battle units. Are you ready to start? Come back soon. You'll be fighting the bout as soon as both fighters are ready. Good, you're back. I was about to start looking for you. Are you ready to fight? Remember, once the fight begins, the roster is final. No new additions are accepted, and all withdrawals are marked as losses. Go down to the ring then. I'll be right there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. First up is Sewern of the warrior caste. Many of you remember when Sewern made history as a lad of 12 by defeating his own father in this very ring. Today, he fights as a champion for Prince Balin. Opposing him, in Lord Harrowmont's name, is a member of the famed Grey Wardens.
In the name of House Idukan, and our future King Balin!
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
You're never going to win!
Let's fight! How lovely! But I must... Oh my, now that is...
The winner is
the Grey Warden! This round, Heramont's champion takes on the notorious duo, the warrior caste's twin terrors, now fighting for Prince Balin, Biaja and Lukjan.
May the stone honor you.
When you fall.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
I see glory! Together! We are unbeatable! Now this should help. We do not fear you! Together we are unbeatable! Away with you! It's time to fight!
Victory will be ours! This one thinks the best of me.
This is getting dangerous. Let's see. I can't go on at this absurd pace.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Heramont's champion cleared the stone, but can she hold out against the Paragon's own favorites, the Silent Sisters? We'll find out as the Warden faces Lady Hanashan, who proved her worth to Paragon Ashtith the Grey by cutting out her own tongue. And to our Prince Balin by fighting in his name. First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
And so I shall. It's a fight! How lucky!
The winner is the Grey Warden! This round is paired combat. Just as Kiatchet fought as King Bloadlik II, defending our empire, so have dwarves always fought alongside a second. Master of all weapons, prisoner of none, Wojciech Ivo has never won the same way twice. What will he do today, lords and ladies? And will it win the day for Prince Balin? Grey Warden, choose your second, for you face Wojciech Ivo and Valans. Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight! You can't win. Take this!
Truly, save some dignity, fool. I am your dinner. You will learn.
I got you
fear
now.
Me.
You can't win.
Is your time
We're going
to
down. For Prince Balin! We're going down.
Oh, my!
Another battle, I see.
How delightful!
The winner is the Grey Warden! Only 2 warriors remain. Fighting for his royal cousin Balin, Piotr Idukan has led his team to triumph over every unit so far. Challenging him on behalf of Lord Heramont, the Grey Warden has risen from nothing to stand at the competition's summit. Each will lead a full unit of 4 soldiers to see once and for all whom the ancestors favor.
You fight well, but your judgment is questionable. The throne will never leave House Idukan.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
battle axe!
You should be on. This is getting dangerous. I never liked this part. We have to help them.
Frosty, and you shall pay! It's your time to die! That does not look good.
Hadouken cannot be beat. Lord Harriman heard that.
I am hurt. Too easy! I am your champion! Hopefully now. I can't keep on like this. Your time to die!
Try not to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing.
Ruling. State his dignity. I am ready.
Yes.
You cannot win. Begin the onslaught. I'm out. Now we get our hands dirty.
Oh, lovely. Direct me. Away with you! Oh. Let's end this.
The ancestors watch over me!
Now we get our hands
Good to go! Oh, yes! You should try while you can. Make a preserve. That is precious. How dare you! I'll try to be merciful. Truly, it is. Well, I never liked this part. What's this? My word! Alright, battle it is then. Too much. I'm sorry.
Your ruling state his dignity.
I hate true Hold on. I must rest.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Congratulations! You defeated the man Prince Trian himself once called the Horns of my army. Do you deny this Grey Warden has earned the championship? Then it is my honor to declare this Grey Warden champion of the Proving, who has shown that the ancestors favor Lord Harriman. I'd call that arrogant, but your performance justifies it. It was a gift just to watch you fight, Warden.
You showed them. The ancestors are smiling on Lord Harriman today.
We have nothing to talk about, Warden. I haven't done a thing.
Congratulations and well fought. My cousin was wise to choose you.
That was a good fight. Miaja learned a lot from you.
So did Luke, John.
been sick for days. You should have seen me last week.
So you've proven to be every bit the snake I feared. You agreed to aid my prince, then turn on him in the most public forum in Orzammar. Well, you'll never meet him now, traitor. Not until he's on the throne and tosses your sorry hide into the deep roads. Explain what? That you just realized what a puling imbecile Harriman is, and want to throw your lot in with a winner? I see your point. Had you come to us first, Harriman would have suspected you. But now, he has no reason to think you're anything other than his champion. On the proving grounds and off.
Why are we even discussing this? Fool's errand upon fool's errand. That is all it ever seems to get up to.
Are you saying you'd infiltrate his ranks for us? Let the prince know what's happening on the inside? That's a gold-plated offer. But I still have no proof you'll do what you say. If you really want Balin's trust, you'll have to prove your loyalty to Harriman is just an act. What has he asked you to do next? Then find out and come tell me. If you want to be of use to the prince, this is your chance to prove it. And stay away from Lord Helmy and Lady Dace. I'm sure we can find a better way to prove your worth. I look forward to seeing you again. Did you talk to Harriman? What does he want you to do? Well, go then, before it starts to look like you're stalling.
Atrosvala, champion. I hear your performance in the proving was nothing short of amazing. I must thank you for bringing both Baisel and Guidon back into the fight. His lordship was touched to see his old friends stand for him. There can no longer be any doubt where your sympathies lie. If you're ready, Lord Harriman will see you now. The honor is ours to have found such a staunch and upright ally. His lordship is looking forward to meeting you.
I appreciate what you have done, Warden, and I apologize for putting one of your rank through such trials. I am Lord Pyral Harriman, and I thank you for your efforts to help me preserve King Endrin's throne. You may not know the story, but Balin is actually the youngest of three. Endrin's eldest, Trian, was murdered in the Deep Roads not a year ago. His middle son was found standing over the body and was exiled. But I've always found it suspicious that Balin knew just where to look. Endrin loved his sons too much to voice such suspicions, but he knew Balin's only interest in ruling was to further his own power. I have never sought the throne. My role was to serve Endrin, first as his advisor, then as an elected Desher in the Assembly. Harrowmont has never been king, and I always assumed Trian would rule after his father. But both Endrin and my colleagues have asked me to step up, and I will not back down when Orzammar needs me. The Assembly represents the voices of the wisest, most noble families. While we need a single king to preside over important functions and lead us in battle, the Assembly better represents all in Orzammar. For us, the Darkspawn are a constant menace, so a blight may not elicit the same urgency you are used to. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king. And right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal Carter she runs? The Assembly receives pleas every day from the common folk, begging that something be done about her. So far, no one has managed. Jarvia hides her base in Dusttown, the raw edges of the city where no one lives but casteless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city. Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops. Look for Jarvia in Dusttown. Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served.
News of the hour. Lord Balin's claims that on Darkspawn proven false by alliance with Grey Wardens.
Grey Wardens endorse paralyzing Orzammar's military. Lord Balin issues clear edict questioning their dedication to victory.
Harrowmont has suckered the Warden. Balin will not allow it.
It's your time to die! Run, run, how's that? Oh, is that practice? It's not right! How lovely! Better than that! Cross me and you shall pay! Oh, yes! Try to miss! You are bye-bye! What to do? I can't keep on like this! It is done! Too easy. Poor bastard!
Did you talk to Harrowmont? What does he want you to do? That's a good plan. If he can claim credit for stopping the Carter, Harrowmont will be engolden with a lot of Deshers. It's a little odd, though, given his associations with Dusttown smugglers. Well, I'm surprised Harrowmont's protecting Orzammar from the Carter, when I have solid evidence his own cousin supplies their lyrium. These papers show ties between the Carter and young Harville Harrowmont. If you ensure they are found in Jarvia's possession, I guarantee the Prince will want to talk to you. And don't bother looking for Lord Helmy and Lady Dace. This is a far better way to prove your worth.
Grey Wardens endorse paralyzing Orzammar's military. Lord Balin issues clear edict questioning their dedication to victory.
Lord Balin swears revenge on Grey Wardens. He is like a mad surfacer dog, say insiders.
Lovely.
How many other forms can the Swamp Witch become?
Several.
Can it become a golem?
Seeking companionship, are you?
If it could become a golem, I simply wonder why it would not stay that way. It is a superior form.
No, I cannot become a golem. I can learn to become animals, and each form must be learned anew.
And how does it learn a form? Does it read about it somewhere?
'Tis not a talent one can read from books. You must copy a creature's soul.
I do not understand.
Nor should you. Rock is unchanging. Allow it to stay that way.
I knew you wouldn't get much help of them. I fear there's no help for any of us.
You heard about all those mages in Lake Callanheart? They up and turned into a pack of demons.
No. Did the Templars kill them all, at least?
Nope, I guess they got better.
More likely working with the Darkspawn to take us over.
I don't even want to think about it.
Look at all these people hawking their wares. It's almost like a little city.